Alright folks, this video we are going to teach you how to remove wallpaper. My son, Seth Claremont, the one and only, he's going to show us what he's done. So Seth, talk the folks through what you've...
So basically, first we scoured it with this thing here. Basically, you hold it like this and you gently...
Can you give a demo?
Yeah. And then it's like rough, and then if you feel any soft bits, you need to go over it. And because we've already had a sponge and wiped it, it comes off really easy. So we've been working on this bit here, and it just comes off.
So just show the folks at home how you've actually did the soaking first.
Okay.
So that bit's missing.
So just and it all sits up, bring it out, and then just
So that's a good action.
make sure to get it all wet so it's all soaking, and then it should just peel straight off.
Yeah, because what was happening before, buddy? Can you tell the people?
Basically, we were peeling it off and we hadn't scoured it or got it wet.
Yeah.
So it was really, really hard. So if I find a bit over here, like that, we had to like dig our nails in, and it was just really hard. So you can't even do
And it
it.
was coming off in bits, right? Like here. So if you show the demo there.
Like it was just coming off in these tiny little bits, but now it will just come off in these big chunks. Like
Big chunks like this. So it's way better because look at this huge sheet that you've taken off rather than little bits, right?
yeah.
So basically what's happened is that we bought this house from a couple who did the house up, but we've come to realize that they just did it up cheaply. So we've decided that we're just going to do it a lot better than they. And thankfully, this wallpaper is on fresh paint that they've done not too long ago. So just 2 seconds, buddy, hold your horses. So what's happening is that instead of actually getting, normally in a house that we buy, that we demo, when I say demo, refurb, the plaster would have been there for years, the paint would be there for years, and then what would happen is that it would take wallpaper remover to then spray onto the walls. But because this is fresh wallpaper, like not too old, with fresh adhesive on it, not too old, it's 4 years old, so I consider that fresh, and it's on, you know, nicely painted walls before. That paint's not old at all. What it is that it's really easy for us to just use plain water, but hot water, not hot.
Hot water, so that it like not really burns it, but it just weakens it.
Yeah, not burning your hand.
No, not too
Yeah.
much.
So the reason why you scowl is so that, as you can see those lines that Seth is pointing at, right? The water allows you to get to the back of the wallpaper and then get to the adhesive that's there, that's water-based adhesive, to then be able to quickly get off of it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So what we did is that you start from the top first of the wallpaper, scowl that, then take the sponge and your bucket of water, right?
And as I said, you soak it, bring it out, and then wipe. And I find that it's easier to do circle motions or like kind of triangle, because you cover more ground.
And when you push it in with a triangle or up and down, it's going to push that water
right in to the back. So you see it's wet now.
And you're able to take, so show the folks at home that you're just able to take that off there on sheets. You know,
big.
it's a whole lot easier to take off. There you go.
That is a massive sheet there.
Yeah. And the reason why we're doing it this way is because the bigger the pieces of paper that you take off the wall, the easier it is for you to tidy up, right? Would you agree, Seth?
I would, because I probably have to get the Hoover in here after, but
Yeah.
just to get the little bits, because we didn't do this technique first. But yeah, I feel like this technique is really good, and we'll be uploading a lot more because we've got this whole room to do. So
Yeah. Now tell the folks what happens to the bits that don't come off in chunks. What do you do?
then you have to just get this, and like if you peel some off and you see it's not wet, I think you should just do this and make sure so you see the colour difference.
Yeah, it's soaking.
Good. Yeah, it's soaked. Yeah, big chunk. But for those little bits there, just need to wet them, and boom, see? Just peel off easy.
Nice. That's way better, eh?
Yeah.
Because if you do this technique, you get all the chunks off. You'd be able to, yeah, there you go. That's a nice smooth job.
Yeah.
Instead of little bits.
And if you can see where it's, you can see that where it's gone onto this second layer, which you want. If it had just gone to the first layer, or over there, if it had gone all the way through, then you would have to do this. But yeah, not done a bad job.
No, you did a very, very good job. Good job. What would you recommend to the folks so that they could, where do we get our stuff from?
Getting cute always.
Yeah, so that's everything we get from B&Q. This is a scourer that Seth is actually talking about. I think we probably got this for about £8.
Yeah.
And basically that's what it is. Scour like that. Now a lot of people tend to get a wallpaper steam remover thing. Now what will happen is that because these are plasterboard walls, if you just listen, really hollow, right? Just like we've got holes in the wall in this one, and you can just put your hand through and they're hollow. What will happen is that if you were to use like a steamer, you will hear the popping of your plaster coming off of the wall, and you don't want that. Because what will happen is that you're gonna do what should be a very simple and cheap job for you to do. It will take time, and then what tends to happen as well is that people get like a putty knife, like this, with the steamer, and you're doing this, right? But it's not going to be as effective as what Seth and I are doing. But what tends to happen is that when you're doing that, you're getting these little bits of chunks down, and you don't want to be doing that, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just, it'll take you ages. So from experience, a wall like this with a steamer will probably take us about, I don't know,
4 hours.
yeah. And we just started. So, Seth has just been doing this wall for the last 10 minutes.
I would say about 8.
8?
Yeah.
And we're going to finish it. So we've done almost half the wall now.
Yep, we've done 2 sheets.
Yeah.
So this technique is really effective.
Yeah. So we're just going to talk to people about what we're going to do briefly to this room.
Yep.
So we've got 3 girls in the house. So we're going to give them the master bedroom because it's bigger for them. They're going to share this 3 bed. And what we're going to do is that, of course, removing the wallpaper. We're going to this was wife and my bedroom, so we had like some candles and candle wax gone up there, so we have to clean that. and we're just going to freshen this room up. So we're just going to make more videos about how to actually do particular jobs in the room.
Yep.
Seth is going to be helping us as much as he possibly can.
Yep.
And I think
link to my channel will be in down below.
Yep, that's right. What else should we do before we sign off, Seth?
Turn post notifications on so you get notified when we're uploading next. And yeah, maybe we can help you.
Yeah, that's it. So we should like,
subscribe, click that little bell.
Yeah.
And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.